Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news that happened during the week February 3rd to February 9th, 2012. In movie news, the playlist at IndieWire.com published an article about actor Michael Shannon, which includes comments he made to them in a recent interview regarding working with Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder on Man of Steel. In regards to Snyder, he said, "I think Zack is the master stylist. Visually, I mean, he's up there with Scorsese, in my book, in terms of visual composition, orchestration, etc. Big praise indeed." The Edwards Air Force Base website published a report on the filming that took place there for Man of Steel earlier this month. Supervising location manager Bill Doyle said, "We needed a place where we could have aviation, the look of the Air Force, and also accommodate our unique logistical demands." DailyMail.co.uk reports that the cast of Man of Steel got together late this week for a photo shoot. Photographers snapped photos of Henry Cavill, Amy Adams and Kevin Costner as they pulled up in the car park outside. MovieWeb.com claimed to have received a photo of a possible teaser poster for Man of Steel, but was quickly debunked as a fake. It's a fan art Photoshop job pieced together using photos posted on Facebook, taken by fans during location shoots. Plano, Illinois was a little-known town until filming for Man of Steel set up base there in 2011 to film scenes depicting Smallville, Clark Kent's boyhood home. Now in August 2012, the town will host its inaugural Smallville Superfest, celebrating the town's connection to Superman. The three-day festival will take place from August 17th to 19th. Warner Brothers released an interview with Susan Eisenberg about her voicing the role of Wonder Woman in the upcoming Justice League Doom animated movie. In regards to why Wonder Woman has an invisible jet, and if she has the ability to fly, she said, "Why should she always be flying when there is a plane that can do it for her? I mean, why not have the private jet if you can have the private jet, right?" The all-new PG-13 rated Justice League Doom will be available February 28th on Blu-ray and DVD. Order yours from the Superman homepage online store now. And if you need to have another look at it, Justice League Doom's Tim Daly will appear at the West Coast premiere of the animated movie on Thursday, February 16th at the Paley Center for Media in Beverly Hills, and introduces this exclusive clip for Justice League Doom showing Superman up against Ace.
Hi, I'm Tim Daly, the voice of Superman, and you're about to see an advanced clip of Justice League Doom right here on Superman homepage. Say goodnight, Ace.
Writer-director Max Landis released his comic web video, The Death and Return of Superman, online this week, and it created quite a stir among Superman fans. In a 16-minute video, which contains tons of harsh language, Max Landis shows us through reenactment how ridiculous he thinks the Death of Superman saga became and how it affected the world of comics. After watching it, our own Michael Bailey and Jeffrey Taylor both wrote articles reacting to the video, with Jeffrey's Movie.com article even getting a direct response from Max Landis himself. Check out the articles at the Superman homepage now. This next news report probably could have gone under the comic book news section, but seeing as how there's no TV news, I'm happy to tell Smallville fans about an upcoming new comic book series from DC Entertainment, Smallville Season 11. Written by former Smallville show scribe Brian Q. Miller, the new digital first series will be published digitally on April 13th, with new digital chapters released weekly thereafter. Additionally, the online chapters will be offered in a print periodical, along with an episode guide to the hit television series, with the first print issue released on May 16th. The new comic book series picks up where the show left off. Also check out tvguide.com for an interview with Brian Q. Miller to find out just what we can expect from the upcoming series. DC Comics has announced a series of annuals for the new 52 titles, starting with Teen Titans Annual No. 1 in May. The expansive crossover story weaves through several ongoing series, including Teen Titans, Superboy and Legion Lost, and pits the heroes against one another in a chamber of horrors far beneath the surface of Antarctica. There was just the one Superman comic book for us to review this week, and that was Action Comics No. 6, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who gave the main story a 3 out of 5, saying, This is the first issue of the new Action comics that I didn't really care for. Superman comics available this week from February 8th include Superboy number 6 and Superman the Black Ring Volume 1 trade paperback.
With Valentine's Day almost upon us, it's a day when many a couple will exchange rings. So why not a Superman ring? Like this Superman logo stainless steel ring for just $39.95. Or this DC Comics Superman men's stainless steel ring could be yours for only $29.99. These rings and others are available now at your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop.
In other news, a representative from Mattel took time out to post a letter to fans on the MattyCollector.com forums to clear up some of the confusion surrounding the line of DC Universe products being released in 2012. DC All-Stars is their 2012 retail line for the 6-inch scale. Throughout 2012, look for this line to be similar to the 6-inch scale line in 2006 and 2007, mostly figures from the world of Batman and Superman, which will include all new figures and re-releases. The folks at How It Should Have Ended are back with another animated short showing Batman and Superman discussing the fine points of social media while hanging out in their favourite cafe. Check it out.
So, what you doing over there?
Just posting an update.
Yeah, we need to talk about your status updates.
Why?
Because they're coming across a little arrogant.
Arrogant? What do you mean?
Well, let's take a look here, shall we? Let's pull up your profile. Here we go. Just save the day. Just save the day. Just got back from saving the day. Here I go to save the day. Just save the day twice. I'm saving the day. Just save the day tagged with Wonder Woman. Just save the day. And you just posted something new. What does it say? Just saved the day.
Yeah, I just rescued these people while you're reading that.
Well, that's my point.
What?
You're flooding everyone's updates with the same message. You think you could tone it down?
Tone down the Earth constantly needing my assistance? No, I don't think I can, because I've been at it for a long time, and it doesn't seem to be letting up.
Well, maybe you shouldn't post your victories online every time. Some people might take it the wrong way.
Are you jealous?
No, I'm not jealous. My updates are awesome. Check it out.
Okay, well that is a debatable definition of awesome, but how is that not arrogant?
Because it's the truth.
Well, so is what I post. I save the day all the time. That's what I do. Save the day. I'm probably gonna save the day tomorrow.
And I'm gonna be Batman tomorrow. Because I'm Batman. I need to tweet that real quick.
I'm starting to think you started this conversation just so you could say because I'm Batman.
Well, I'm starting to think you're onto something.
Hey! How come you guys won't accept my friend request?
We will.
As soon as you make a good movie.
McFarlane Press has published a collection of essays on Superman titled The Ages of Superman, Essays on the Man of Steel in Changing Times. Each essay focuses on a Superman story and its relation to American culture at the time. The essays are ordered chronologically, beginning with an essay on the portrayal of Asians in World War II Superman comics, and ending with an analysis of the grounded storyline. You can purchase The Ages of Superman from our online store. While the Iranian government has added The Simpsons to a list of dolls and toys prohibited in the country as part of a decades-long crackdown on items from Western culture, Superman was deemed permissible because he helps the oppressed. In relation to Superman and fellow superhero Spider-Man, the Institute for the Intellectual Development of Children and Young Adults Secretary Mohammad Hussein Fajul said, "They help oppressed people and they have a positive stance." That's all the Superman news there was for the week February 3rd to February 9th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. It's good to see you. So, it marks about a year since I began doing the Great Scott segments for our speeding bulletin on the homepage. And how fitting is it that at the same time as my year anniversary comes up for Great Scott, the first year in the life of Smallville's Clark Kent as Superman is going to hit newsstands in April. Brian Q. Miller, a writer for the television show for a good many years, is going to take on the writing duties in the book, and he's going to be joined by Renee Perez, who will be drawing the interiors. We're also going to see Gary Frank on the newsstand covers, and the book's going to be initially released digitally and then collected in a graphic novel type format a few months later. The interesting thing about this is that we're finally going to see our version of Tom Welling in the Superman suit as Clark Kent and as Superman, which we never did get to see on the television show. So, fans of the show, or sometimes fair weather fans of the show like myself, will finally get to see some of what we were missing when we watched the show for 10 seasons. The interesting thing about the show, too, is that Clark, of course, never flew until the very, very final episode. And it was a big, exciting moment when he took out Darkseid by using flight, who was in the guise of Lionel Luthor. And in the book, of course, we will see Clark in his full Superman regalia, wearing the suit, flying around, having all of his powers, and fighting a plethora of enemies, and meeting up with old and new friends alike. The release that has just come out says that Chloe and Oliver will be in, and it's interesting to note that their names are Sullivan. It's a combination of Sullivan Queen, so it's Oliver Sullivan Queen and it's Chloe Sullivan Queen. I find it interesting that Chloe gets to keep her name full. In other words, Chloe Sullivan as opposed to Chloe Queen Sullivan. But, you know, maybe that came out on the show. I can't exactly remember, but to me that's new news. I also find it that I'm particularly excited about the possibility of seeing Pete return and about seeing Lana return, even though Lana was one of those characters that really got under my skin during the show. Perhaps they'll resolve some of that storyline and perhaps bring her back down to Earth. As last we saw her, she had superpowers and couldn't touch Clark anymore because she was infused with kryptonite poisoning. As much as I have complained about the show at times, and I do find that there were a lot of plot holes and a lot of issues, and that it really took Clark down a different dark path than I would have liked, I am looking forward to this book, and I will be buying it, and we'll see how the story goes. This may be what some fans of Superman and as fans of Tom Welling as Clark Kent on Smallville were looking for many, many years. Now, we didn't want it right away, but it would have been nice to see a little more development and possibly him in the uniform. That wasn't my biggest pet peeve, as you all know. If you go back a few months on YouTube or in the archives here at the Superman homepage, you will see many of my issues with the show, and most of them did not pertain to the fact that he didn't fly or didn't wear the uniform. But I'm looking forward to this book. I'm sure many of you here are as well. Feel free to send me your opinions, your thoughts, and we'll talk again soon. My name is Scotty V. Thanks for watching, everybody, and remember, always look at the cat.